You're listening to Mainstreet Unscripted with myself, Matthew Wallen, and my co-host, Holly Nash.
This is a podcast put on by Casa Grande Main Street, a local nonprofit organization here in Casa Grande, Arizona.
And let us begin. All right. Well, here we are to episode number 2. We made it through the first one. It's been out. People are listening to it. Those that have heard it, I'm getting good reports. Have you heard any feedback from anybody about the first episode?
I've heard good things, not many bad things, so that's good.
Wait a minute. You've heard bad things?
No, just some suggestions.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so what are some of the suggestions people are saying?
So people asked for taking it on the road to do some stuff with the local businesses, doing a tour downtown, things like that. And not that I'm against it, but we already kind of have those things out there.
Sure. So just so you know, I am working on something.
Okay.
To do and I don't want to do a deal where we do every business all at once.
Yeah. That's a lot.
But where we'll highlight different businesses, and it'll be a little 15-minute little interview type of thing, but done by Main Street, for Main Street, and for the businesses downtown. So,
I mean, as far as the tours go, we have video tours out there.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah. And they're not even necessarily done by us, but there are. So if you go to the Doors, Rose Johnson Murals, Sunset Court, and you scan the QR code, it is a video of that project.
Yeah.
So they are out there.
Talk a little bit more about the QR codes real quick.
So
people may not know exactly what they do, where they are.
They kind of are newer. They were put up about 3 years ago. We got a grant through APS. So we have the Rose Johnson Murals on 4th Street. We have the Doors to the Past on 3rd and Florence Street. And then on the other side of 3rd and Florence, we have the Sunset Court Highway 84 mural. And so each of those have a sign that says scan me with a QR code. And if you scan it, it'll give you a tour basically of that project and explain what is depicted in that project. Now, disclaimer, we have new doors up. So that QR code that's there is for the old doors.
Gotcha.
So you're going to get older information, but I mean, it's still information on the history down there. But the Rose Johnson mural.
And more importantly, the project itself.
Correct. Yeah. So it'll go over, what was depicted in each thing. The Rose Johnson mural one is really cool. It just goes through the 3 murals of time and tells you about it all. Yeah.
Nice. Well, for those of you that are joining us for episode number 2, we you may not know who we are. So I'm Matt Wallen. I am the vice president on the board for Casa Grande Main Street. And
he's a transplant. He said Casa Grande.
I grew up someplace that we won't mention that we pronounce our Spanish words in the Spanish way. So that's just how it goes. And so, sorry, Casa Grande Main Street. And I've been serving on the board for about 4 years now, vice president for 2. And and this is my co-host, Holly Nash. And Holly is?
I'm the executive director of Casa Grande Main Street. Grew up here, clearly. Say it properly.
So not that there's anything wrong with that. So we're not going to hold it against her for, being mired down by old traditions and ways of doing things. So, so basically, Holly has been doing that for since 2000?
2020. So I think I just finished my 6th year. I have to do math on that one.
It is your 6th year.
No, I think I just finished. I think I'm going into year 7.
If you
21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.
Math is hard.
Yeah. So I'm
Especially
going into year
here.
7.
Year 7. That's incredible.
Yeah.
So, So Holly's been serving as a director for Casa Grande Main Street for 7 years. And the reason we have this podcast is specifically so that we can talk a little bit about what we do and why we do it. And we like to talk about just kind of how we do what we do and some of the things that are happening in the area at the time that we create each episode. Last episode, we talked about a few of the different events that we had, some of our big major events, our biggest event of all time. We went over some of that and stuff. And so, but today's a little bit different. Today, we kind of want to talk a little bit about, and we've been kind of going back and forth about what to talk about next. And one of the things that's been really interesting and what's really been neat to see is all these businesses opening up in downtown. And so one of the missions of Casa Grande Main Street is it involves economic vitality. Our goal is to have or to provide and to supplement programs and things that bring businesses and business, I should say, to the downtown area. And over the last 2 years, maybe even 3, we've seen this proliferation of businesses that have opened up, and they're not just opening and like just kind of surviving. They're actually doing very well, and they're being very well received by the public. And we've kind of gone over some of the as we're kind of going through and down the list. It was amazing to me of how much growth we've actually seen just in the last couple years. To be honest, I was kind of shocked, like as I was starting to think about it, and it's just a testament that kind of like whatever is happening down there, whatever dynamic it is, it's working.
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, tell me about a little bit what we're doing.
Yeah. So, the last episode we kind of touched on the Main Street approach, right? So, Casa Grande Main Street is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the historic downtown Casa Grande. We focus on historic preservation, economic vitality, and basically like promoting the downtown district. And I emphasize district because we are not a chamber. We are not a branch of the city. We literally exist for the betterment of the entire historic downtown district. And the reason you do that is because then you follow the Main Street approach and you are focused on that area. A lot of Main Streets get absorbed by chambers and then they start focusing on chambery things, so specific business promotion, going out and finding businesses. And a lot of times, that's great, but a lot of times, the grassroots portion of it is what you need. You need that genuine, it's here.
Right. It's not, there's no agenda specifically for one entity, but for an area rather.
Correct.
Which is what we are.
Yeah. So by focusing on the area as a whole, we take the Main Street approach, which through Main Street America, you focus on economic vitality, design, promotion, and then organization. And those are like the big 4 things that you really focus on. And so not that you do them all at once, but directors prior to me focused a lot on the design. They focused on, the neon sign park, putting buildings on national registries so that the buildings stay looking how they look and that they're still historic looking and the vibe stays the same. And it gives you a pathway so that when there's a new director, it's not just flip it over and start over again. It's continuous. So economic vitality, we've always hit that one with events more or less. Putting people down there and exposing them to the businesses is a great way to force people to come back. But with it, you do have the projects down there, the beautification projects that people want to be around. Why are they downtown?
Well, see, I think that's actually a key thing because a lot of times, my brother, he comes and visits and stuff like that. He went specifically downtown to do 2 things. 1, to go to a dive bar, and 2, to check out the neon sign park. And so, and as they were there, he didn't realize that there was all this other art stuff as well. And so my brother, he's an art major. And so when he saw these different components and these different things kind of came in, he commented on it. Now, how diverse it really was. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize there was all this stuff down here. I didn't realize any of that. And so that's what we try to do. We try to not only put those projects out there, but also get the word out that they exist.
Well, and that's the promotion aspect of it. So we focus a lot on promotion. It might not be right in your face promotion people expect, but we do every event we have is promotion. At the end of the day, the only reason we host events is to promote the area.
Sure. We're
not hosting events to bring money in. Street fair is the only thing we actually make money on. And if it didn't promote the area, we wouldn't do it.
And those funds are what's funding all the beautification projects.
So
that's what's funding the signage. That's what's funding, everything.
Yeah. Like I said, we're a nonprofit, so we don't have tax funding. We get a grant from the city. That's our city connection. Other than that, it's fundraising. It's memberships, grants is a lot of it.
Some private donations.
Yeah.
Not a
Like
lot.
working with certain businesses, to figure out how they can help with certain projects that they might be interested in. But we promote the area, and we spend a lot of time doing that. Every year we run ads in the Arizona Drive Guide. We run ads in Pinal Central. We have ads in our local chamber booklet, their tourism booklet that gets distributed out. We had multiple in the Pinal County tourism booklet that gets distributed out. So we're definitely like in the tourism areas. But on top of that, we also have different social media campaigns that go out and about. And then we just have like the generic stuff that pops up, like the ABC 15, interviews at the Neon Sign Park. We have at least one a year where I'm on the news talking about the Neon Sign Park.
We've been hitting a lot of things lately, though.
Yeah.
Because like between the local paper, the different news outlets, both regionally and just like statewide, like the big stations in Phoenix, we've had some stuff from Tucson. We've had some tourism channels come through that do different YouTube things and whatnot. People are seeing the organization and the stuff that we're doing, and it's popping up all over the place. It's coming back to me. So I'll hear people come in, they say, "Oh, isn't that the bike shop guy?" And then sure enough, yeah, that's me, right? And so they're seeing all the stuff that we're putting out there. And part of the problem with everything that we do is it's a slow burn.
It is. But I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, nothing is more pat on the back to me. Like nothing makes me feel better than when somebody, so Visit Arizona hit me up at the beginning of January to do an article. And so Visit Arizona is the Arizona Governor's Office of Tourism. And they hit me up to do like an itinerary for somebody who might want to be down here all weekend. Well, they loved it so much. And they had somebody come down here and kind of check out the area. And now they're doing a like little docuseries on me to follow me around for a day to see downtown.
Sure.
And like, I didn't go out of my way to find that. I didn't pay for it. They saw all the things that we were doing. They saw our social media and they were like, "Oh, this is a cool little place." So like it works.
Yeah.
It takes time. But again, like that's the genuine stuff that we want. We don't want to have to go pay for a TikTok, you know.
Well, and I think too, there's a certain genuineness to what's happening right now in the downtown area. There's no, because it's happening relatively organically.
Yeah.
People are coming in that are passionate about the area. It's not just us. It's not just our organization. There's other people too that want to see the area thrive. And this is where some dissonance kind of comes in, and we run into sometimes problems because people have different ideas of how that should go down, right? All of our mission is the same. Everyone's trying to do the same thing, trying to accomplish the same thing. But what's beautiful about it is we are seeing the different individual projects that we're directly engaged in that are influencing things. Like it's bringing them down for like the Neon Sign Park. Mm-hmm. It's bringing them down for like just street fair. We did a whole thing for that. I mean, I think that was months before street fair actually happened. We were setting up like a mock street fair
for somebody to come out.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
And so like we're bringing things in that are bringing focus to the area in a way that we aren't paying for it. We are doing it because it's creating an interesting story. And right now we're in an area that I think is it's on the verge of like becoming more. And I don't know what more is yet. I don't know what that is. I feel like it's going in a good direction. But it's not something that we're just shoving in everyone's face. We're not just overdeveloping the area and creating this big, massive tourist trap.
Yeah.
It's something that there's people that are actually passionate what they do.
It has to be sustainable, right? So like if your businesses and your business owners aren't doing well and aren't happy, then it's just going to be a turnover after turnover, and that's what you don't want.
Right. We've been there before.
We have. I mean, that's the whole relatively history of down there. And I mean, it was 2 years ago we started really seeing more businesses come in, and about a year ago we finally had most storefronts on Florence Street between Florence Boulevard and 2nd Street taken up. Right. And like that's awesome. We do have 2 vacant right now, but
they're just recently vacant, like just this year.
Yeah.
So it's like, and that takes time.
It does. But I mean, to have businesses, and 2 of them, businesses moved to bigger areas. So like Feed Right Pet Food, they were over on Marshall Street, right? Mm-hmm. And they were outgrowing their space, so they moved to Florence Street. That's great. They needed a bigger space. So like something's working. Arizona Native Lotions and Soaps with Friends. They were over in Space 108.
Yeah.
Outgrew the area. They have a nice big area now right next to Paramount. Much better location, higher rent, but they can afford it because they have the clientele for it.
Well, she really needed the room.
She did.
When you went to the old space, it was packed.
Yeah.
And so her branching out was a no-brainer for her.
Perfect. But again, it's growth. It's organic growth. It's not just somebody coming in and not being able to afford it. Like they have years behind them and they already had a clientele. But like Rose Love does really well as well.
Yeah.
And she has a big area.
And Rose Love, they only opened up, last year?
About a year ago, yeah.
About a year ago?
Yep. Yeah, so she's a florist downtown, and then they have a few other like little businesses that are in there as well. So I think her sister's in there. They do like balloon arches and balloon bouquets and things like that. So
yep,
it's like a one-stop party shop.
Yeah, which is cool.
It is cool.
So we've got so we got Rose Love, the Spot.
The Spot opened. I mean, everyone wants a bar downtown, and he opened. He's been open for about a year and a half now.
The Spot with 2 T's, by the way. That's 2 T's.
But even that, I mean, they do well.
Oh, no. Well, but he's also doing it right. He's listening to people that are coming in. He's listening to what they do. I think Rose Love's doing the same thing. I think Feed Right's doing the same thing. The businesses that are thriving, they're listening to their clientele. They're doing they're giving people what they're asking for. And so like when he moved in there, he said, tell me what you want. Yeah. And people did, and he implemented more, and he put more things in that people were asking for. So he didn't just kind of half-heartedly go about it, just kind of open or sometimes not open when he should be open. He's been open consistently and stayed open. And
that's a big thing that you just hit on is the consistency. So with a lot of the businesses, right, they're family-owned, operated, so it's sometimes hard to have set hours, but you have to.
Absolutely.
And the ones that are still there and thriving, they're the ones that are there day in and day out. And they take advantage of the opportunities, I think, is something else that I have learned and seen. All of the ones we just mentioned, with the exception of Feed Right, they're open during most events and participate. Feed Right just isn't, because I think they do a lot of the markets. And really no one's going to go buy a 90-pound bag of dog food.
You never know.
I mean,
you never know.
But they were open during the Halloween stroll, and they had quite a few new people go in there. They didn't know that there was a local dog food place. Right. Or pet food. Right. So, but a lot of the places, they take advantage of the opportunities. They don't fight them. Nope. They're not, I mean, they might not be happy with a road closure, but they make the best of it. Rose Love's doors are always open. The bookstore always, participating and open. The Spot takes advantage of the street fair, runs happy hour specials. They take advantage of it. Yeah. And like, that's what we're there for. Yeah. Like, I'm going to do the work, take advantage of my free work.
Well, all these events that we do, you're not going to have a time where you have that many people gathered together at once. So that's the time for the businesses to put their best foot forward. Yeah. And to say, hey, here we are. Check us out. And it's crazy right now because this is a time that, there's way more people than normal. But if they can manage that, that's people are going to go in and they'll be like, oh, this place is cool. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people go to an event or go to something that we have initiated, and they'll go to that event and they'll say, I didn't even know X existed.
I didn't even know downtown was here. It's half the things.
Well, I get that too, yeah. But it's more about like the Spot is one that comes up more than a few times. The Feed Right, these shops, people don't know that they're there, and there's only so much advertising that you as a small mom and pop can do. Yeah, you can't go out. You don't have the bandwidth or the dollars to throw at like this major advertising campaign. Word of mouth is a big thing, obviously.
I mean, especially in this town, word of mouth. Like, if you can recommend something to someone, like, that is huge in our town. Because, like, we're in this weird little island.
For sure.
Right? Because we don't have... I mean, we get some of the Phoenix stations, but no one's watching the news to find out what's going on in Casa Grande. Right. And then we're too far away from Tucson. So, like, we are this weird little island, like, trying to figure out how to get information out there. And...
It's true.
Like, you can only do so much on social media,
I think for us, the more that we align as businesses, as an entity, like I mentioned before, we have all these people that their heart's in the same place. Just how they go about it is different. The more that we align ourselves together as a community, the better it does. And the more we see that whatever is working is we see it work more.
Yeah.
And so, but it doesn't work when we're working against each other.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and it was, I mean, I had to learn that, you know, you try to appease everyone and you just can't, but that's where like being a national Main Street is really beneficial because it gives you a pathway. And at the end of the day, like, if nothing else, if I'm getting it from, you know, all sides, like everything I'm doing is just so awful. Like all I can do is go back to the Main Street approach. And it's like, all right, well, we're going to keep doing this. And it works. Like,
so I'm not as familiar with the quote, the Main Street approach. So tell me a little bit about, tell me about that. Like,
so
what is that?
It's an approach to revitalization. At the end of the day, that's basically
what
it is.
Is it like an outline that's provided to you?
I wouldn't say provided, but I mean, like anyone can pull it up on Main Street America. But when you become a national Main Street, you take like a pledge to the Main Street approach. So you have to be a public-private partnership, which is why we're partnered with the city. The city is giving us like their blessing, like, hey, go forth, my child, and do this. And then we have to have stakeholder buy-in, which is why we have members. So we have to take it all, and then we follow this approach, and we meet certain things like with the city, but everything that we meet on the city's end is outlined by us. So we say, you know, economic vitality, here's how we're going to hit that. We're going to host.
So give like
4
a specific
events.
example of how we've taken that Main Street approach and then done like a specific, because you say we have to do a specific thing or whatever. What's something that we've done that?
So
you
I mean,
remember?
like promotion, right? So they put downtown or the commercial district like at the center of the community and the hub of economic activity. Granted, we're not the hub of economic activity necessarily, but we are the hub of like mom and pop shops.
No, we are a hub though.
We are a hub.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's a focus for the city because one of the things that big businesses come in and they ask about is they ask about our downtown and the vitality of our downtown. It's why the city is vested in it, is because if this downtown is not thriving, they look at that like, well, if they don't preserve their heritage, if they don't preserve the culture, if they don't preserve just entertainment in general and a place for their employees to do something, the businesses legitimately don't want to set up. And some businesses have set up specifically here because they like the downtown.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, I mean, on the promotion end of it, you know, so like we are a commercial hub, a business hub. And we keep that while creating a positive image, more or less, of that area. So a lot of it is promotion. A lot of it is, but it's not just advertising, hey, come shop here. It is promoting the downtown as a whole. So I do plenty of ads where it's like the most recent one was, you know, like the whole quote, like there's nothing to do in Casa Grande. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I played on it and then it was like, here's an itinerary of what you can do this weekend and every weekend. So it's a promotion of like the area. As far as design goes, we have a big hand in creating the image down there. So the Rose Johnson murals, the Doors of the Past, the neon sign park, the Main Street Alley, Dawn Market sign, like those are all Main Street projects, Sunset Court. Those are all Main Street projects that we did because we want the area to look nice. We want it to be inviting. We want to create that. It
sets a tone and a vibe.
Yeah, and we want to create that, you know, that heart of the community.
Sure.
Everyone goes to downtowns because it has that cute little feel. And so it's not just going to happen overnight. Like you have to have somebody doing it.
Yeah.
And so we do it. We maintain it. That's another big part that I don't think people realize. Well, I mean, graffiti alone is $2,000 to $10,000 to freshen up and undo. You know, we have to maintain it. We have to pay for things. We have to weather seal. A neon sign is out, and it's $2,000 to $5,000 to fix it.
Yeah.
Like we have to maintain it.
Sure.
So it's not just new. It's figuring out how to do the new while keeping everything else looking okay.
Nice.
So that's a big one. The economic vitality, I think we've hit on. And again, like it's just, there's no path with Main Street America. It doesn't tell you like, here's how to promote economic vitality. Like you have to figure that out because every area is different. What works here is not going to work in, you know, Topeka.
Well, no, but that's why we exist.
Yeah.
We're supposed to figure that out.
Exactly.
And we're supposed to move that agenda forward. And we know some things that work. We also know some things that don't work.
Yeah.
We've tried different programs.
So many things that don't work.
Yeah, and different initiatives that haven't worked and events that haven't worked. But we don't do those because
they don't work. They didn't work. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know? But with us, we're lucky because we are a nonprofit. So we have the ability that if something doesn't work, like, okay, we're done. Like, I don't have to go through another fiscal year before it gets canceled out like a city does. Like, we're done.
Right.
So, I mean, that's a really cool thing.
Sure.
Or, you know, sometimes I get a wild idea in the middle of the night and I'm like, all right, here's what I'm doing next month. And again, I have the opportunity to do it. And I mean, we do a lot of small things too that I don't think people
Terminus Days was kind of that.
Terminus Days was 1,000% that.
Yeah. You just like, you know what? I kind of want to, because I remember the first time you brought it up in a board meeting, you were like, I kind of want to do this thing. And I
was watching Yellowstone, guys. I was like on I was watching a Yellowstone binger. I had a few Coors in my system, and I was like, we don't have a heritage event. Why don't we have a heritage event? So I made a heritage event.
And it's actually turned out to be like a cool event.
It's cool. Like the mine tours were dope.
Yeah. And it's going to get better because we've got other things coming up as other mines open up and other opportunities come up. There's some cool things on the horizon for that. But again, that's part of what we do. That's part of that whole process, right? Yeah. Is creating these relationships with these entities to make this type of stuff happen, to create and to maintain heritage and to bring people to the downtown area.
Well, and I think that an issue we run into is people want quick results. Now, don't put me on a platform of why that doesn't work. I wrote a whole college essay on that, but on the federal level. Anyway, but quick results usually are because you had quick actions, and anything that's worthwhile, it's not going to happen overnight. Now, there's some things, you know, but even Terminus Days, like it took us. The first year we had 500 people, which for a first year event, that's great. But in retrospect, like, you know, and that's not a very big event.
No.
But, you know, we build up to it. We didn't expect thousands of people overnight. I think this year we probably had right around 1,000, which again, better than last year. Sure. And it was good for those people. But every year it's going to get bigger. And so like you have to look at things with long-term glasses on. You can't expect everything to be amazing right away. But there are the differences where I try to balance that because like I know that at the end of the day, summertime is hard here. And so businesses want assistance in the summertime. They want something that's a little bit more quick than just like, you know, 10-year plan.
Sure.
So that's where we have like the bike, the dinner roll.
Oh, yeah. That's a great event, by the way.
It was.
It's hosted by this incredible bike shop.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. He doesn't like my bike, but that's fine.
Your bike's fine.
I drove a car. Anyway.
But the bike that you use only for one time of the year. But
specifically for the pub crawl. It has a bottle opener.
But dinner roll is a good example.
It is. And so that one was specific to, you know, that night trying to help businesses. But it did have a long-term plan, too, of putting, you know, 30, 40 people at all of these different places that they might not have known.
Our summertime, we've done dinner roll twice in the year, and we've done it 2 times so far. The first one we did was right in the middle of, I think, July.
It was the beginning of June.
Was it June?
It was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we did it, it was hot. It was up to prior to that weekend, it was relatively mild.
Oh, yeah. It was like very moderate in the evenings. We were so stoked. And then all of a sudden we get this like 98-degree evening.
Yeah.
And
it was roasting.
like,
but, you know,
what?
We sold out the summer event. And then when we did one in the fall, when the weather was better, that one didn't do as well. It didn't sell out as much.
It was on Small Business Saturday. So it was the Saturday after Thanksgiving. But I mean, in my opinion, that is the time to do it.
Sure.
Mainstreet is like the liaison for the city for Small Business Saturday. And nothing else we'd really done for Small Business Saturday really didn't much.
No.
So like this was a much better use of our time, in my opinion. Like we actually had solid outcomes. But
we didn't sell out, but but
it was like
close.
30 people.
Yeah, for sure. I think we upped it this time too. Did the number of people?
Yeah.
I think we did more.
And we charged a little bit more because some of the food prices had increased.
Yeah.
But again, you know, everyone was happy because I'm putting 30 people into your business. I'm giving you money for 30 people to eat there. Now they might come back for it.
Well, and those people, a lot of them did go back. Like there's several, like I've run into a few different couples that were on either one of those dinner rolls, and they've come to us and said, they've said to me, "Oh, I didn't even know the cookie jar was there.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, Big House Cafe, like you think everybody knows Big House Cafe, right? But there was a lot of people that didn't know that would participate in that event. Now that's part of the regular repertoire of things they go. So now they are now a part of that fabric that makes up the economic vitality of the area.
Yeah. And so that one, we'll probably bring it back this year. Last year I was just pregnant. So
I know.
Yeah. I wasn't riding a bike with a 39 weeks.
Yeah, the dinner roll I think is, and it's one that a lot of everybody that participated, I don't remember getting anything negative from that.
No, it was just all fun.
It was.
Yeah, it was a good group. But then we also do like the summer reading program, which costs us literally almost nothing.
Yeah,
like
some
costs
of us.
You. Matt likes to donate a bike, but hey,
that is a cool prize though. And
it is.
I support kids in reading.
Yeah.
And
so what it is they go to the bookstore, they pick out, 5 books, read them, return them. And so it's putting kids through the bookstore, all summer long. And then as they read these books, they can get prizes. So it's a free cookie from Cookie Jar, free ice cream from the ice cream shop, a free book from the bookstore, a entry to win a bike.
Mm-hmm. A paleta from Pedaling Paletas.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just a fun way, everyone does like the reading program. So why not? Yeah. But that's another one where, we directly put people there with the hope that they'll keep coming back. And I mean, I've heard nothing but good things. I don't know if anyone has anything bad to say about a reading program, though.
What would there be bad? I can't even imagine somebody coming up with something.
How dare you?
Yeah. Get children to reading, give them stuff. You're a jerk.
Right.
I can't even imagine. No, that's the whole point is we're, and I think when we look at, events that have worked and that haven't worked, it's not just that immediate gratification like you were talking about. It's the things that they're scalable, that they can grow, that they're repeatable, where we can get repeatable results, and that they have a direct impact. The reading program and the dinner roll are prime examples of where those did have a direct impact. Because like for the bookstore, that was a direct impact for her because it brought people in that may not have normally gone into the bookstore, may not have realized that it was there.
Yeah.
Dinner roll introduced people to restaurants, and not just that, because we collaborated with.
We did the bar as well. We put like a food truck out there.
We did. Yep. And so we had food trucks involved as well as Casa Collective, which is the food truck park, and the spot was part of it. And so it wasn't just it was all Main Street oriented. It was all done in Main Street, but it also introduced people to new things that they otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah.
And those businesses that participated, every one of them reported double-digit increase year over year for that day, not just from what we provided, but also from things that they sold after the fact. And so what I didn't know that I found out later, I was talking to Sofrito Tanrico, and he had sold, he had set up a specific amount for us, but then he sold more after the fact because people wanted more of it. And then that night he's like, this is incredible. He's like, every time you guys do something, please include me, because that made a direct impact on his business.
Yeah.
And so it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's just one of those where we hear so much of like the naysayers, right? So it's really nice to keep these stories in the back of our head of like, hey, what we do does work.
Sure.
And I mean, it works to the fact that we're still like Pour Therapy just opened.
Oh, I want to talk about Pour Therapy.
Like a business came down. It's been 2.5 years in the process of opening, and they stuck it out just to open a restaurant and bar downtown. Like something we are doing is working.
Yeah. I got to go there last night.
I did too. Well, technically I went in the afternoon.
Well, the vibe.
I did not feel like I was in Casa Grande. It was wild.
Well, but that's the whole point, is now it's bringing in more sophistication.
Yeah.
It's bringing in a more diversified menu. It's bringing in something, and I got to hand it to them. It's right now they're in their soft opening. I talked to the owners last night, and they were saying that this is their soft opening. They weren't really expecting as many people as there, but you know how Casa Grande is, right? We get something new, and we're also hungry for something different, right? That
We support it. Everyone turns out.
Yeah, we come out for it.
Yeah.
And so they were saying, like, his wife was saying that she's like, well, I walked in and I saw the crowd and I was a little afraid, but because it was probably a little overwhelming. They weren't expecting to do.
Yeah, they said
what
they
they're
were
doing.
like slammed Thursday night, and I'm
Totally.
curious to see how they. Sorry.
It's okay.
See how they're going to do tonight because they're open until 12 tonight.
Oh, see, that's great. So,
Yeah.
so they're expanding again.
So
they're taking it slow.
Yeah, and their hours are Sunday to Thursday, 3 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then Friday, Saturday, they're open until midnight.
Nice.
So, and I mean, something everyone has said is we need a dinner place downtown.
Yeah.
And I mean, we did. And so now we have one. But I mean, arguably, though, we had Casa Collective too, but that opened, 2 years ago. So in the span of 2 years, we now have 2 dinner places, plus a third coming because Casa Palomino is expanding from just Coolidge. They're opening a second location at 5 Points.
I'm very excited about this one.
Me too. Like, it's so good. So clearly something is working if these people who are not from Casa Grande, none of those businesses are from Casa Grande.
No.
So Casa Collective is Oregon. Pour Therapy is not from Casa Grande. I think it was Tucson.
Well, they've had restaurants all over the place.
True.
But most recently, Tucson.
Yeah. And then Casa Palomino is Coolidge. So these, like, clearly we're attracting something.
Yeah.
Like, they see the vibe. I'm sure there's other buildings that people could go into, but, like, they want to be a part of it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to give a kudos and a shout out to Pour Therapy. Their staff last night.
Oh, it was so good.
They were. Yeah. You could tell they were still learning. Their little POS system wasn't working proper, and everyone you could tell was still training. But the way that they have it set up, everyone's super supportive. Mm-hmm. And you know what's going to happen is people are going to start saying things about it, and you'll start hearing negative things. And I don't know if I could do anything, it would be to take the owners of Pour Therapy aside and say, look, don't listen to the negative.
Absolutely.
It's what you're doing is spot on. It's just right. Don't change your pricing. Don't change your thing. Expand your menu as you see fit. You do you, and it's exactly right.
Yeah.
And so because there's a ton of people that are going to say bad things or they're going to say negative, because I know what's going to happen. They're going to say it's too expensive, right? It's not kid friendly. I'll hear that one.
I took my 9-month-old baby. All right, I will fight someone on that. It was very kid friendly.
That's only because he drinks. So, already he is an Ash. I mean, let's just be honest here. But no, you'll hear these different things, these negative things, but I think we're kind of used to hearing negative stuff about the downtown area.
Yeah,
like
it just. Whew.
It does. It kind of is. Well, because I was told by a good friend that Casa Grande or that downtown is a place where businesses go to die, right? But that's just obviously not the case anymore. Well, and see, that's a harsh thing, and so, but it's just not true. If you go down and you create something that is actually like unique, different, in that in like Pour Therapy, Casa, all these things, and you know what? What's in Palomino? What is
Casa Palomino?
Casa Palomino.
Have you eaten there?
I have.
Okay.
But then people are gonna go, another Mexican restaurant.
We need it.
Right? But this is like another level, right? We've only got maybe one other restaurant that's similar to it in this town. And they're not a downtown member, so I'm not going to mention them. But I'm just kidding. But we only have one that's kind of like that upper echelon of food. And but this is what a lot of people want, especially people that are moving from the valley, people that are moving from out of state.
Well, and I mean, if anyone wants to come down here, so the thing with Casa Grande is we're only a 30-minute drive from places, right? So when it comes to tourism, I mean, granted, I like promoting from within as well, right? So, like, I hope that people support people who live here. I hope that you go support these businesses. Like, you have said that you want nighttime places, that you want dinner. Like, go put your money where your mouth is and support them.
Yeah.
But beyond that, people who come down here, people do come down here for the Neon Sign Park, okay? People do come down here for things. People come down here. There's activities all the time. So people are going to want to go to the Pour Therapy. They're going to want to find the downtown because that's a really big thing right now. People love downtowns.
Yes.
So when you go find the downtown and you find the Pour Therapy or you find the Casa Palomino or the Casa Collective, you're like, this is really good. Like, it's not just some hole in the wall, like making it like barely work. Like, it's actually a place that we are proud to have.
Sure.
That they might not drive down here just to eat at Pour Therapy or just to eat at Casa Palomino, but they're not going to turn away from it. They're not going to drive down to Olive Garden because,
Not that we have anything against Olive Garden.
No, but
It's
our
a
whole
member
thing
of our
is
business community, and we're happy to have them.
Is small
But
businesses,
I will say, I love the fact that downtown, in our downtown businesses, we don't have anything that's chain at all. Everything
except
is
for Food City.
Well, I mean,
They don't
restaurants. I'm talking restaurants. I'm not talking businesses. I'm talking restaurants. And everything that's there, including those that have Port Therapy that's just opened up, Casa Palomino that's soon to open up, everything is small and it's family owned, and it's something that is rooted in passion of providing quality product and trying to provide something that is different. These places are the types of places that people come to the downtown area. They come to Casa Grande and they say Casa Grande, and they say, I went to Casa Grande for some business thing, right? Whatever that is. Because we do get people that come in for a lot of stuff related to the mines, related to a lot of the semiconductor stuff that's going on around in the area. They stay here, and then this is that little gem that they've never had anyplace else. They don't know. They've never seen it. It doesn't exist because it's not a chain. And so now we have these little nuggets of treasure that are just in the downtown area and just for us.
Well, and I mean, that's the whole beauty of, like I said, the Main Street approach. So like I got on my soapbox last time, and I'll probably do it again. We're not Gilbert. We're not Chandler. There's nothing wrong with those places, but we are not them.
No.
Like we have a history. We have these buildings that are not going away. And so, we have our own unique identity, and it's much more comparable to Prescott, to Jerome, Cottonwood.
Jerome's another great example. Yeah, we are there. That is true.
Yeah. Like, and no one goes to Jerome and they're like, oh, I wish I could eat it at McDonald's right now. Like, no, you're going and you're like, where's Haunted Hamburger?
Right. That's
like,
true.
Let me go drink. Let's go to Cottonwood. Let's go find, one of the 3 Maynard wineries to drink at. Like, you're not going for any reason except for like a unique experience.
Right.
And that's what we offer. And I think,
that's very true.
And as it grows, like I think people will get behind it. But I mean, that's been my battle for 6 years is like, when are we going to be like Gilbert? When are we going to be like Chandler? And I'm over here like, literally never.
No, we
like
right
we
now,
are Casa Grande.
That's right. We are a special kind of magic that really, it's only happening here.
Yeah.
And
there's nothing wrong with it. Like
it's better.
It's going to be my slogan. There's really like Casa Grande. It's really not that bad.
I'm gonna have to buy you an actual soapbox.
I have a shirt. My buddy Aaron from Ajo bought me a shirt after I did the Pinal People, where I was like, Casa Grande, it's really not that bad. He bought me a shirt that says that, and like I find myself saying it so often because like it's not.
No,
like it's not that bad, guys.
We have a great community.
We do,
and it's up and coming, and. What I love about it is I love to be at the center of it. I love to be a part of the transition that is happening, and I love to be able to see it grow. And it's actually been really rewarding to watch as we see the events bring people in. They find these new gems that we were talking about, and they come back.
Yeah.
And then and I get a lot of people that'll come here into the bike shop, and they'll say, oh, I just went to such and such over in downtown. I didn't even know that was there. And well, how did you find it? I'll ask. And they'll say, well, I went to such and such event. Well, that was our event. So we're getting it right. We're doing, I think, the Lord's work on this, and we're not perfect. We're doing the best that we can. And
I mean, keep in mind, we are still a very small organization.
Yeah, our budget is
on a really high year. We hit 220,000, and that was a really high year. We're not there anymore.
No, it's a shoestring budget to be sure, and considering all the things that we have stewardship over and all the things that we have to manage. I don't think I did hear a rumor though, and I don't know if you've heard anything about this. I heard that the Food City is closing.
I haven't heard that.
Is there any legitimacy to that, do you think?
I haven't heard it, so.
That's what I heard.
I mean, who'd you hear it from? CG Chat?
No, just a roundabout.
I mean, if Food City's going through closing stores, I could imagine that is not one of their top producing stores.
Well, not with the proximity of their main store that's here.
Correct.
Because that's owned by Bash's.
Yeah.
Right?
I believe they're still owned by Bash's.
And so I could see them streamlining a little bit.
Yeah. But I mean, I wouldn't say that would be because it's doing bad downtown. I would think that would be like on the realm of like Target here, right? When Target was just closing stores nationwide. Like, unfortunately, our Target just made the cut.
Well, see, you know what? That whole thing pissed me off because I'm gonna get on a soapbox, okay? Everyone said, oh, when that happened, there was a bunch of businesses that were closing down. And at the time, like Best Buy, a bunch of things, there's businesses, but these were places that had overreached, overexpanded into communities where really...
They weren't ready to support them.
No, they thought that they were the communities were moving forward. They were actually fast-growing communities at the time.
This is the problem with non-generic growth.
Well, that's true. You can't
rush it.
No, you can't rush it. You gotta go into it. But Target did know that there was potential here because they retained ownership of the building they're in.
Because they came back.
And here they are back again, right? And while this has nothing to do with Main Street or anything else, it does have to do with the overall economic vitality of Casa Grande. And from what I understand is the president of Target, he said, the downtown area, it's phenomenal. I need a store there again. That's what I heard. I don't know. It just came back to me. This was the rumor mill that, that Holly Nash, that girl, she's doing a good job down there. So we got to set up a store there again. So, except I think they're French. So he would have said it in a French way. I don't know how that goes, but that's what would have happened. So, we need a store. So that's racist. But anyway, so I think that everything that we're doing is definitely working.
And I mean, we do have some support. So something else that I do want to touch on, just like we have city support in weird ways, all right? But I love it. Like, so people don't always know that like we don't have...
I don't know if you want to go down this path or not.
I love it. Well, no, I do because, I mean, I love the support that we have from the city. So a lot of people think that the city should be putting just funneling money into Main Street or downtown, that they should be running it. And the reason that they don't is because then every time you have a new director of economic development or whatever it is, then it's subject to change. Mm-hmm. So they have an organization dedicated to it that keeps them on the path. But we do have support, like in the sense of the urban camping ordinance. Mm. How much better was your experience at Poor Therapy without walking out and having to deal with that?
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, the cleaning it, just look at Pert Park. That's part of the downtown area.
Yeah. And I mean, like, that's the city implementing an ordinance. But beyond that, like, it's a lot of officers who live here. Like, it's them caring about their city. Like, they don't have to enforce it. They don't have to enforce speed limits. But they're like, hey, I live here. I would like to be able to go to dinner downtown. Let's go make sure that it's nice and safe for everyone. Like, let's go clean up Pert Park. So it is people who live here, like, taking that initiative in their work. And so, like I said, like, I love that we have, it's a weird thing, a weird connection, but we love it.
Weird. There's nothing weird about it.
Well, it's not just, they're not just writing us a check. Like, they actually care.
It's because it's happening organically.
Yeah,
it's happening naturally. There isn't big corporate dollars behind it, right?
Yeah.
There's not this massive push to gentrify or create something that is other bigger city type entities. It is a passion for our community, police, fire, the city workers, a lot of people, the city council. These are people that not only, they're not just comprised of people that grew up here. I myself am a transplant, right? We are passionate about and love our community and want to see it grow and become better for all those involved. And cleaning up the area, making it more hospitable and making it safer, that's a total community effort that has happened organically. That's not a big push, but it's because we have the events, we have all these different things.
There's a reason now.
Yes, we have to have a reason to have it. And so as the businesses expand and they grow and the business owners take risks putting their businesses down here, they see this change happen and then their businesses in turn thrive. Then they get reinvigorated and thrive and they want to do more. They want to see more. And when you come down, and like you said, when you went to Poor Therapy, It did not feel like what we're used to in Casa Grande. It had style and sophistication, and dare I say, I felt adult. I felt adult when I went there. And I know you took a baby in there to go drink at the bar, but I felt...
It's not the first bar my baby has drank at.
I told you, he's a lush. that little bugger's a lush. So and that feeling is, it's something that's happening more and more in that area. You know, like I said, we did an event, I want to say it was the Christmas event in Pert Park. It was the city's event, right? And it was beautiful. The weather was nice. There's grass, trees, the whole thing. I've never been able to go to Pert Park without seeing somebody have some kind of bodily function that's disgusting, right? Yeah. And take your pick, folks, because there's been a lot that I've seen in Pert Park. And there's families, there's all these people enjoying it, and it was a beautiful experience. And like, I remember I was there, I was actually kind of getting chills and kind of feeling like, oh my gosh, this is like really happening.
Like, it's such a pretty park, and it's like, I took my family there for Christmas. They had like all kinds of decorations, and it was the first year, like,
and photo op stuff.
Yeah, like we could actually go. Yeah. And it was just like, I don't know, I just feel the need, because like I know that the PD gets hit with like how horrible this ordinance is, but like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, the general taxpayer can use their park.
Yeah.
Like, these businesses now don't have to worry about their staff walking in at 4 a.m. in the morning and getting harassed. You know, like, it's nice.
Or accosted, assaulted, you name it.
Yeah. Like, it's, yeah.
No, it's really awesome to see the change. If you haven't already, check out some of the restaurants downtown. Check out the stores. Check out whether they're a Main Street member or not. We want the area to continue to thrive, to continue to grow. There's a lot of unique stores now that have items you may not have known existed. There's a lot of things. So if you
know you need it,
well, that's just it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been there and you've kind of just worked under the old premise that the downtown area, there's nothing there. That's not true anymore. There's plenty of stuff there. And it's growing more, and it will continue to grow the more you patronize the area. And you want a downtown that's got stuff to do and things to have happen, and you want events and you want different things. Support them. Come down to them. The more that you do that, the more it tells the powers that be, whoever they are, and people that are willing to invest money, people that are building businesses down there. It tells them, hey, you're in the right area because we want this.
Yeah.
And so support it. Come out. Come to the downtown area and check it out. There's a ton of stuff to learn about, ton of stuff to see. You could spend a day down there, and you could learn so much about our history just from the art and the different things that we have going on. I just encourage everybody to come out and check it out.
Yeah.
If you haven't in a long time, come do it.
Like, there's literally stuff. I know that the stores close at 3, but like there are nighttime things.
Yeah.
So Pour Therapy is now nighttime. The spot is nighttime. But if you're not a drinker, like Badillins is open for dinner and has been. Casa Collective is open for dinner and has been. You can go to the museum. They're open until, I believe, May, maybe April.
Yeah.
But they close for the summer. But I mean, they're also open by appointment. So like if you had a group of people and they're like, hey, like let's go to the museum, they'll open.
They have patrons that will be more than happy to show you.
Absolutely. And then Black Box Theater. Like, they do amazing work. They've been really upping their stuff as well. And so it's plays, it's local plays. Everything
that I have seen, I for some reason, I end up going to these shows, right? They're mostly like kid shows.
Matt has gone to way more than I have, and my sister runs it.
Well, I don't know why. Well, I like community theater, right? I got a little thing for it. I like the passion that goes into it. The stuff that's being produced, it's been phenomenal.
It's good.
The best version for a small production of Little Shop of Horrors I have ever seen was at Black Box Theater. Up until that point, I had not seen anything done nearly as well that was not a major budget, big production thing. Black Box has got it going on. They really are putting a massive effort into it and doing a great job.
Yeah. But like Hidden Gem, like go have dinner and then go to Black Box. I know that all of April they have Shrek Jr. Like it's 3 weekends of Shrek. Everyone loves Shrek.
Yeah.
Like, go watch it.
And they're adorable.
They are adorable.
You may think, oh, this is only a kid show or whatever. The way they adapt some of these things and the way they make them out, the kids do a great job. Mm-hmm. Everyone does a great... And I don't know how they get these kids to perform the way they do. I don't know if they beat them. I don't know if they give them candy. I don't know
think
what
it's
it is.
just they give them a platform to like go be a star.
Is that what it is? Because they are phenomenal. A buddy of mine, her son, Melissa, she's on the board with us. Her son was the
Jonathan.
best. Yes.
He's amazing.
He cracks me up every time that I see him. He's like such a ham. He does it. And I'm like, I know that kid.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. I'm getting kind of overly excited about it. But Black Box is phenomenal.
But no, like there's literally stuff, like I said, all day long. Like go have breakfast, go have lunch. There's stuff for dinner. There's nighttime stuff. Casa Collective always has something. Bingo, paint nights. Next Friday they have an emo night.
Yeah. Casa Collective is killing it.
I'll be
too.
there, don't worry.
You at emo night?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, nerd. Oh my God.
Till the day I die.
Get your dad to give you one of those snakes and you can wear that and you can be.
I don't know what emo era you grew up in.
I don't know. Every emo kid I ever knew had a snake and a collection of swords. Does that compute or is that like, I mean, maybe I'm going back too far.
I think that's like, I don't think that's emo. I just think that's like goth. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'm confusing emo
There's a little
and goth.
bit of a difference.
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
I mean, they're both
Emo's
broody and dark.
like a music vibe. It's like that, like Until the Day I Die. You got something? No?
I'm listening. I'm not buying what you're selling per se, but I mean,
anyway.
So it's a music thing.
I mean, it wasn't a phase, Dad.
Okay. All right. Well, Casa Collective will have emo night for those of you that know what the heck it is.
March 27th.
March 27th. There's a Port Therapy still in their soft opening. They're expanding their menu, their hours, their other thing as they go along. Casa Palomino opens.
They don't have a date yet. They just said sometime this spring. So we'll keep you updated on that one.
You know, part of the thing is these build outs, as they do them, they are so unpredictable.
Yeah.
Because,
with an old building, it is rough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Materials and then getting county permits and other things through. It's definitely a daunting task.
Yeah.
And so, but we'll update as that comes through. And then we've got Wonder Bar, Spot, Casa Collective. We've already talked on that. Bedillins has like a weird cactus garden. It's not weird. It's unique.
It's a cactus garden.
I know, but no place else I've ever been to has a cactus garden.
Because cactus thrive in Arizona.
Well,
Sonoran Desert. I mean,
I get it. Yeah. But it's actually beautiful if you can check it out. But you should do it before it gets too crazy hot because you won't want to sit out there when it's hot.
Yeah.
So, but aside from that, I mean, there's a lot happening downtown, a lot more coming up. Mm-hmm. And I think like, go check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I think that for right now ends our episode almost.
I think so.
I think we're there. So anything that you want to finish off or you want to invite people to do or say? I
mean, just keep giving us your feedback. What you want to know about, what you want to hear about downtown wise, Main Street wise. If you have questions, like we would love to answer them. I would love nothing. Sorry, I was sick, real sick last week.
The fact that she's here and alive with us now is amazing, folks, because she was on death's door, apparently, just as recent as a few days ago. So count your blessings that she's still around.
It's fine. But no, like I would love nothing more than like a Q&A session. Like that'd be super cool. So yeah, post your questions, comments, follow us on social media. It's the best way to know what's going on.
So give us some of those places they can find us.
So Facebook is CG Main Street. Instagram is CG Main Street. Our website is cgmainstreet.org. Those are our big two, really.
Okay. And what if somebody wants to know about events or things going on in the downtown area?
Same thing. Follow us on social media. We're very active. But we do have a calendar of events on our website. If you go cgmainstreet.org, click under events, there's calendar of events. We do update it with Main Street member events. If you're looking for something broader, you can go to Experience Casa Grande's website. That's our tourism office. And that'll have everything under the sun, or they're supposed to at least.
Ideally.
And
if you have an event that you know of that should be in the downtown calendar, that isn't in the downtown calendar, that's in the downtown area, please share with us.
Yeah.
There are entities that have and host events at the Paramount and different things.
It's really hard to keep up. I mean, if no one reaches out with the information, sometimes it's kind of hard. So
promotion is free, folks. We are here to help and to assist and to provide for you a platform with which you can broadcast your events that are happening in the downtown area. And that costs you a sum total of $0. So all it takes is a little bit of effort and a little bit of awareness to share and to let us know what it is that you have going on. And we'll post it for free. So with that, I'd like to tell you guys to tune in next time. That's all we have for you today for this time and for this episode. Again, visit the website at casagrandemainstreet.org or cgmainstreet.org.
We own all of it. It's fine.
We own all of it. It's fine. So check it out and visit the website and for events. And then we love your comments. Keep them coming and suggestions. And we'll talk more about the things that you want to know about in the downtown area. Thank you for tuning in with us, and we'll get you next time. Have a good one.